Hello, and welcome back to another video. You'll have to excuse me. I'm sorry if you're expecting a weekly vlog, but if anyone is in the corporate world, the retail world, the anything world, and you're in your last few weeks leading up to your Christmas break, you know that this time of year is a little bit crazy and a little bit manic. So I haven't been filming this week's weekly vlog, but instead I wanted to film something a little bit different. If you haven't watched my Q&A Get to Know Me, I explained a little bit that I love doing sort of like crafty, creative things. And a lot of the time I don't really have the time or the headspace to actually do that. So one thing that I did last year that I wanted to do again this year was to create a vision board of all of the different things that I would like to sort of like manifest and goal and sort of want to aim towards in 2025. And last year I did this on Shuffles, which is the sister app of Pinterest. But this year, Pinterest actually have its own inbuilt collage tools, which are so easy to use. So I wanted to sort of take you through my vision board process and what kind of things I think about to create a vision board, and sort of like some ideas that could inspire you as well. But then also I want to take you through a little bit of how to use the Pinterest collage tool, because I don't think a lot of people know about it, and it is so good and so easy when you collate your like the imagery you want, all of the amazing quotes onto your Pinterest board. You can then really easily curate them into a collage, like a vision board, and there's so many different ways you can use it. So when I'm thinking about what I want to put on my vision board, I think about quotes that I want to embody for that year, or maybe you want to do one a month, or maybe you want to categorize out your vision boards into different areas of your life. Whatever works best for you, go ahead and do that. But the list of things that I kind of like to write down, that I like to incorporate in my vision boards, are quotes, trips and travel, goals in general, if there's like a fitness goal or whatever that is, relationships, habits, hobbies, maybe you want to start a new hobby, life moments, job and career, and friends and family. Maybe have a think about some of the things that you want to focus on next year, and maybe it's not all of these, maybe it's just a couple, or maybe there are certain areas of your life that you really want to deep dive into that you feel like it needs its own vision board. I'm just going to be creating one today, but I thought I'd share my thoughts, and if you have any other areas that you think are a good sort of thought starter for your vision boards, then please pop it down in the comments so you can share it with others and inspire them as well. The next thing that I am going to do is go into Pinterest and create a new board. I call it 2025, but you could call it 2025 vision board. Also, if you want to do sort of separate sections or separate vision boards, you could create a board section so you can keep all of your pins organized in there. If not, you can just collate them all into your board. The next thing I like to do is pick a category. Let's pick travel, for example. As you may know, I'm heading to Walt Disney World in January to do a Run Disney 10K. So I definitely want to incorporate that in there. I know it's something I already know I'm doing, but that and running I think is going to be a really key core part of my year. So I'll look for some Walt Disney World imagery, which I've already been doing to sort of like look for like picture inspiration, but I digress. Let's stay on the vision board topic. I'll look for some bits like that, maybe some Run Disney imagery, and then I may think of some other locations that I would love to visit, so that are on my bucket list. I would love to go to Japan one day. That would be amazing. And once you find imagery that you love, you can select the save button and select your 2025 vision board and save it down there. And it's as easy as that. And then if you love that image and you want something similar, you can scroll down and then it will show you similar images below as well. So I'm going to go through and curate some imagery for all of the different categories. I'll look for some quotes that I feel like really embody what I want next year to be, really thinking about those themes that you want to embrace. And then I'll curate all of those into a board, which you'll see here. Then once you're happy with all of your imagery that you've got and you want to start curating, then on mobile, on Pinterest, you can click the plus button at the bottom and then collage. Or when you're within your board, you can click to the collage element there. Then it will take you into the collage builder and you'll be able to select images from your Pinterest boards, or you can, if you feel like you're missing something, you can search within Pinterest itself. And you can also add in pictures from your camera roll as well. So if you want to put in a picture of yourself or some of your friends, just to make it super personal, you can do that as well. What I'll do is I will start with some of the like key larger images or focus images that I want to add in. And then it's as easy as clicking on your image. It will auto cut it out for you, which is amazing. It really takes away a lot of the stress and makes you look like a really chic designer. And then if you're not happy with how it's cut it out, you can add elements or you can cut it out within a certain shape. There's lots of flexibility there. You can add borders of different colors as well if you want to just like create the vibe that you want. Then if you want to change the order in which your images are placed, you can long hold on the screen and then you can drag up and down to bring it forward and back so you can get everything placed just in the way you like it. If you want to, you can also add text. If you wanted to add like my 2025 vision board or like point out certain things, or if there are certain words or phrases that you want to embody in the next year, then you can also add that as well. Once you're happy with how everything is, then you can give it a title if you want to and choose what board you want to save it to. That is if you want it to be public on Pinterest. If you want it to be private, then just make sure that the board that you save it to is a private board so no one else can see it. You also then have the option to download it. So you could use it as your phone wallpaper, you could print it out if you want to and put it around your house. Maybe you could use it as like a bookmark. I don't know. The opportunities are endless. Just make it somewhere that you can keep referring back to it so you can be reminded of all the things that you want to achieve in 2025. You can download it as an image and also a video and lots of different effects as well. Or if you wanted to share it on your other socials or in your group chats and encourage your friends to do it, or a little friends night activity, that could be super cute as well. Especially one for January when that's a cheap activity and is just quite a positive and nice thing to look forward to as well. Also, the good thing about the collage tool is there is a new tool called the remix tool, which means that you can go back in and redo your vision board. So if something changes or you actually achieve one of those things super early in the year, then you could take that image out and then replace it with something new that you want to do in the future as well. I think it's such a good tool and I'm such a visual person and I love seeing things and I love having it as my phone background or just something to keep referring back to, because it also helps you reflect as you go throughout the year on how much you've achieved and maybe how much your perspective may have changed or things that you want may have changed. So I think it's a really, really nice activity to do. So I'm gonna go do mine now. Hopefully you've seen some of the screen recordings already, but I will talk you through my board and I will talk you through my vision board at the end. Hello, I am back. I've just been doing my vision board. I have finished. Well, I've finished for the moment. I may remix it as I go, but for right now, this is what I've ended up with. Also, as I was doing it, I wrote down a few more tips that if you're not like super creative or you want a bit of a template to start with, you can have a look at other people's vision boards. I took a screenshot. So you can start with something and then sort of add in your own, just so you've got a bit of a structure. But for mine, for this year, for travel, I added in Walt Disney World and Japan. For hobbies, I really want to lean into more creative crafts this year. Obviously YouTube, teaching myself how to edit, film, and then also I want to keep reading because I've loved reading this year. For lifestyle, I want to keep running and I also want to get back into the gym and start doing some weights. a little intimidated at the moment, but hopefully I can find some sort of plan or something that can help me on the way. For sort of like people, family, friends, relationships, I put some hosting pictures to represent some really intentional time with friends, and we love hosting. Nish and I love hosting, having friends round, doing a fun activity or something, games nights. So we want to do a lot more of that next year. Then for themes or like quotes, I put a quote about patience in there, which I need to do more of. I think YouTube has really helped me sort of get a bit more patient and take time doing things, romanticizing my life a bit more, which just helps me not feel like everything has to be super efficient, but I can just slow down, be a bit more patient. Confidence, which I've also spoken about, I really want to keep doing that. And that's another thing that I've kind of clocked whilst doing this, is not everything needs to be brand new. Not everything needs to be a completely new idea. You can really just keep going with the things that you love and that are working for you at the moment. So I've added that. And positivity, all around positivity, positive mindsets, being grateful for things. And then just fun things, I added a puppy because Nish and I talk about dogs and getting a puppy a lot. I don't think it's going to be next year, but just fun, and it's so cute. And then new homes, thinking about, Nish and I love to scroll on Rightmove, thinking about where we're going to be next, and just really about romanticizing life. So that is where I got to, and I hope you like my vision board. If you also do this, I would love to see yours. If you do create one and you want to share it, if you want to keep it secret, no worries at all. But if you do, go follow me on Pinterest and send it to me there, or tag me, or let me know in the comments if you want to create one, because I would love to know if this has inspired anyone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you make gorgeous vision boards and manifest an amazing 2025. I will be sure to share some more creative bits and bobs that I'm doing coming up. I have some crafts for my upcoming Disney trip, so I'll be sure to share those with you soon. So if you haven't already and you love this kind of thing and also weekly vlogs, then please do subscribe. It would mean so much. And please give this video a like and comment below what you want to manifest for 2025 and if you create a vision board. Thanks so much. Have a good one.